Hello, everyone, and good morning, and welcome to episode 5 of the Outside Bet. Now, I'm a bit hungover today. Please remember to like and subscribe. I should have said that first. It really helps us get the pod out there, and we get more feedback, more tailored comments, and it's exactly what we want. Um, I know it's called the Outside Bet because I'm always outside when I film, but actually, I am slightly hungover after the trade awards last night, and which is my day job, by the way. So I work in finance. I advise companies on how to trade and execute orders to a higher standard. I used to be head of trading for a hedge fund. And as such, I go to the trade awards at the Savoy every year, and it was last night. And I don't normally drink lots on a weeknight, and I did last night because it was all free. And that brings me to the Michael Broadbent golden rule. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Anyway, I'm slightly stretching the outside bet because I'm lucky enough to have one of those sort of outside inside rooms in my home. So sort of outside, but sort of not. Um, it's Friday, so we start to look at the weekend slate. I won't take up too much of your time, probably the usual amount of time, aiming for always about 10 minutes. Apparently, that's good for the algorithm on YouTube. And it means we can cut a 1 minute short if we get a winning bet, which we'll review in a moment. Because it is a Friday, it means there is a huge slate of new games. These are the books that we run. Every single one of these is a correct score and total goals prediction for every match in the leagues we cover, which on a weekend like this is the Premier League, the EFL Championship, Serie A, La Liga, the Bundesliga, and the Brazilian Serie A. All of those games are covered. And when we launch our Patreon, which will hopefully be after the international break, because we don't do as much in the international break, we will be able to give people who pay for a league or for all the leagues all of our exact scores, our total goals, our Asian handicap predictions, etc. What we won't do is be giving them our bets, obviously. Oh, you can just see my dog in the background. That's how I'm always out walking. Um, the the bets only go to the exact bets as and when we put them on. Get WhatsApp to the WhatsApp premium members, which is not nothing to do with this YouTube channel, and is not part of the Patreon, and is it's expensive, and it's for people who know what they're doing and really understand how to gamble on sports, and probably have access to accounts that will let you have a winning account, which is not many of our bookmakers, especially not our high street or discount bookmakers. The dog's called Forrest, by the way, if he keeps interrupting you. Well, the bet, we're on episode 5, which means the bet that we had in the market on episode 3 was played last night, and it was bad news. So if we review that, apologies to all you free punters who only get the one bet, because it was a bit of one of those nights where we had one, two, three, four, 5 leans, two and a half, 3 bets, and the only one that didn't come in was the one I gave out, which was the overs on the Palmeiras game. If you remember when I gave that out on episode 3, I actually said we've also got Palmeiras to win by more than one goal. They actually won 2-0. And this goes to show one of the difficulties between total goal scoring, total goal betting, and match betting. Because we were going long the goals, because our model showed 3-1, we didn't, or I said, be careful putting on both bets, i.e., long goals at 3-1 and long the lead for Palmeiras of 2, because they are effectively the same bet. Or certainly not, they might not be the same bet, but they are extremely correlated. We all thought Palmeiras would win at home. If we think there's going to be 4 goals, we think that Palmeiras will win by 2 or 3. So it's extremely related, and to start betting on both of those markets is fine if you do your stake management properly. We do all have a stake management system, I hope. I hope we didn't win on my first bet on Monday, win on my second bet on Tuesday, and then just double the size of the bet on Wednesday, which is the losing one. The way I'll give you some background. These I will make some evergreen content, by the way. We've had a request for some evergreen content, which we'll put in a different playlist or something, and that will feature some betting strategy that doesn't get old after a day, like all of these podcasts do. But anyway, to cut a long story short, I would We never bet more than 5% of our stake of our box. We've got £100 in a kissy. We're not going to bet more than £5 on an outcome. And bearing in mind we go for evens, that's our maximum win as well. So don't change your bet size. Don't bet more than you can afford. And don't bet so much that your next bet is going to be damaged if you lose. If you have 100 quid in your account and you bet 75 quid on Man U to win and you want to bet 75 quid on Liverpool the next day, you can't do it if you've lost the first one. Unless you've allocated a certain way of working out which one is the better bet, you needed to give yourself an even chance of winning both. Anyway, as I said, I don't want to take up too much time, and we can record some evergreen if we get enough demand. We can do some bits and bobs, teach people how we actually do boring things like legitimately place bets. Quickly pinging onto the Fluminense mirror under came in, the Sarah came in, the overs didn't come in, and the Palmeiras did. So it was a good midweek for us, and the paid members got really had a good week. I mean, it was we were what were we on our main book? I think our main book was 28% up. Absolutely fantastic. Um, so let me have a quick look, and I'll give you some leans because basically what you've got here is because we have 6 leagues with loads of games, we get loads of leans. I've made some little notes on each league as I give them to you in case there's points of preference. And one of those, for example, would be the Premier League bets this weekend. Sometimes when you're doing modelling, the books and the bookmakers' books all suddenly become very in line with what your predictions are. It lasts a week or 2 weeks, and that's no good to us because we need it when the books are out, which they are slightly on the championship at the moment, which is why we're winning there. With that point being made, almost all of our Premier League bets this weekend aren't bets. They're just small leans because there's not that much value there. I mean, I'd be interested to see what some of the other big tipsters out there say, like Ted Knutson. He might have a few bets in the Premier League this weekend on his paid service, but it will be less than the Championship, I'm sure. We've got slight leans. Tottenham, Man United, we've got slight leans to overs. Everton, Fulham, slight lean towards Everton. Similarly, West Ham. Sunderland Arsenal is an unders game, but who's going to bet against Arsenal winning that? I mean, one way you could play that is you could think it would be low scoring. I have to say, our model has got Sunderland scoring 0.94 of a goal. I don't see anyone scoring against Arsenal, and I certainly wouldn't bet that way. Chelsea for Saturday, we've got the overs, but again, it's not a bet. Moving on to the EFL, where we have got a couple of bets, and we'll give out a strong lean on one of these. Obviously, we've got tonight's bet on Watford still to go. That's not included in these because I'm only looking at Saturday games today. But a good talking point here is I give the bets out a day before. So yesterday, when I said Watford to win on the Asian handicaps, the price of that bet that we got was 1.951 to 1. And I think I recommended 23 to 20 or something to you. That is now 1.85 to me. Hi, sorry about that. Sam came home, so I wanted to speak to him quickly, so I had to pause it. Hopefully, I will be able to stitch it back together again at the end. We've got a strong lean in the unders in West Brom. We've got overs in Hull, Blackburn, Swansea, Stoke, Sheffield United. We've got unders in Middlesbrough and Wrexham. Remember, these are all just leans. You can trade the unders on the live markets. You can trade the overs on the live markets, but I wouldn't bet on any of these. We have got a bet in the Hull game, but we won't feature that as our main bet because that's going out to the subscribers, and our main bet today is going to be in the Bundesliga. We've got leans for Blackburn, Millwall, Stoke, maybe Sheffield United, Norwich. Again, all leans. We just fancy them more than the bookies. That means it's maybe half a goal in it, which isn't enough for us. Very similar in Italy. We don't find any value there. There's Lecce is a small bet if you want to have it. They should outperform Verona comfortably, and Verona we've only got down as a 0.56 of a goal chance, and that is extremely low. That means if you can get any form of handicap betting, which gives you the draw as a no bet or the draw as a small win to the home team, then you are onto a very, very good thing. We've got unders at Parma game, but I mean again, Spain, similar stuff for the Saturday slate. We've got overs in the Espanyol. Villarreal, and the Espanyol is a slight lean, but again, we wouldn't do it. There's far more value in the Bundesliga, and that will I can push you out some leans in overs, uh, Leverkusen match, unders in Hamburg, unders in Berlin. I don't like that because it's against Bayern Munich, and I just don't like betting against Bayern Munich. The Hamburger match is similar with Dortmund, but it's quite a long way under, and it could be a lower scoring game with Dortmund being away. Right, we are how long into the podcast? Oh, I lost the time because I had to stop it. Anyway, we're a certain way into the podcast, which I will bookmark for the people who just fast forward. In the description, if you read the description, it will show you the minute to fast forward to just get the big bet, which I know some people are just interested and they can't be bothered to listen to any other betting tips. Fair enough. Um, I've got a racquetball match anyway. I'm playing in a little cup today, so I need to sort that out. And obviously, I want to be back in time to watch the Watford game. So I'll wrap it up today. If you want to see the bet on the Watford, if you want to see the tip on the Watford game, need to listen to episode 4, which is on our YouTube channel, as is. So all of you are just waiting for the big bet of the day. Those just joining or those cutting in here, please do me the biggest favour. These bets are free and are winning, and we have a winning track record. And if you want to help us keep putting them out there, please press the thumbs up on YouTube, which likes the video. Please hit the subscribe button, which helps us out hugely. But also, please hit the bell, which means every day when we push one of these out, 5, 6 days a week anyway, you will get a notification saying it's dropped. You can come along. If you haven't got time, you can use the description to jump straight to the bet, look at the bet, and just move on. So, as I said, we're moving over to the German Bundesliga. There was an enormously strong lean into Hull in the Championship, but that's going out as a bet to us premium subscribers only. And we haven't had a bet in the Bundesliga yet, have we? So the Bundesliga Hoffenheim game, we've got the Hoff supremacy at home of 0.76 of a whole goal, which is quite a lot of supremacy. And I wouldn't really want to bet on them if they were given a handicap of minus a quarter goal or something that would move it away from us. But we have actually found plenty of liquidity at 2.1 on the Asian handicap zero line this morning. The zero line is effectively a draw no bet market. So if the market, Hoffenheim are at home, if the match is a draw, you get your stake back. Obviously, if Hoffenheim lose, you've lost. But we have them as a 0.76 goal lead. As they're at home, they'll probably win the game. And if they do win the game, we win our bet. And 2.1 is very good sway on that bet. There's evens is available all over the high street. Bet365 has that bet. And we don't have any connections there. That's all. Anyway, I've got to jump because that's it. Have a good Friday, one and all, and I will catch up with you tomorrow when I've had a chance to look at Sunday's action.